Hey everybody, my name is Phillip Shepard. I'm a local real estate agent located right here in Northwest Arkansas. And today we're talking about Pea Ridge. There is huge potential for investment, for homes, for all developments in Pea Ridge, and no one's talking about it. So, let's talk about it. But before we begin, if you could like and share this video with a friend or family, that would make the world of difference. I try to produce as much content as humanly possible about Northwest Arkansas, obviously. So liking and also sharing can make sure that everyone can live, work, and play all in NWA. So thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate it. Also, if you haven't been down to Northwest Arkansas quite yet, I made something called the NWA Starter Pack. It sounds exactly what it is. It's literally a starter pack full of all the cool things Northwest Arkansas. What's going on in downtown Bentonville? What are the schools like? What are the hospitals like? What are all the cool things happening here? All packaged up, all a nice little package shipped right to your home, right to your home. So enter your address below, enter your name below. I'll make sure to get that package shipped to you right away. All the cool things Northwest Arkansas. Also, side note, it does come with your first free mountain bike, so that's pretty cool, but I'm a little biased, obviously. And I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. It is my favorite four-letter F word. Free! So enter your information below. I'll make sure to get the package shipped to you right away. And before we jump into the reasons why Pea Ridge is going to be growing the next couple of years, we just need to set what Pea Ridge is. Pea Ridge is a small town northeast of Bentonville, easy access. Pea Ridge does not have a lot of businesses in there at the moment. There's obviously more franchises moving there. There's a couple of local stores. There's one neighborhood Walmart. There's a couple things going on there, but it is by no means a place you're going to visit for a lot of cool things happening. It is definitely feeding off Bentonville, but that's one of the perks of Pea Ridge at the moment is there are developments happening there. There are businesses moving to the area. Infrastructure has already been put in place, and we'll talk about that here in the video. But just know this is a great opportunity for people that want to buy investment property, potentially. People that want to get a single family starter home. I've already sold quite a few homes in there. So it's a great location for, I would consider, more affordable housing. Very close to Bentonville, very close to Walmart HQ, very close to 49. And that's one of the things that is really interesting about Pea Ridge is just the proximity to everything and the affordability of the whole area. So just keep in mind when you're looking around for homes around Northwest Arkansas, do not write off Pea Ridge. It is well worth looking into. And the first thing we need to talk about why Pea Ridge is growing very fast and will be growing fast in the future is because of its proximity to Bentonville. So if you weren't aware, Pea Ridge is only about maybe a 7-mile distance from actual Pea Ridge proper, it depends on where you end up in Pea Ridge, all the way to downtown Bentonville. So there's almost no stoplights, there's nothing in between there. So it's a straight shot right from Pea Ridge to Bentonville. Unlike other areas in Northwest Arkansas, you have to maybe obviously stoplights and maybe a highway, etc. But Pea Ridge is a direct connection right to downtown Bentonville. Literally from Pea Ridge, one road over the bridge on 49, over the bridge to grandmother's house, over the bridge right into literally Walmart HQ on the left-hand side of that, and then straight into downtown Bentonville. So it does have that perk of being so close to Bentonville, all the hospitals, all of the actual things to do there, all the restaurants, all the cool things in Bentonville, plus obviously access to 49, of course. But Pea Ridge is prime and ready for big development because it's actually right there next to Bentonville. And the second reason why Pea Ridge is prime for development and growing as we speak is because it's flat, buildable ground. Now there are areas like Bella Vista that will never ever be large developments because it's a lot of this. And now Bella Vista has its perks, it has lakes, it has bike trails, it has golf courses, it has unique style housing, custom housing, but Pea Ridge is prime for growth, ready for housing because it's flat and buildable. And that's kind of sometimes unique in Northwest Arkansas because you know, it's kind of a mountainous area. It's kind of a hilly area, especially when you get south of Fayetteville, very mountainous. And there will be not a lot of developments south of Fayetteville because you really start getting into the Ozark, Boston Mountains in that area. But north towards Bentonville, north towards Pea Ridge, very buildable flat ground. And that makes it very unique because it's buildable and it's very less trees, which cuts the cost of actual builders removing the trees from there. So it was farm ground for the longest time, and slowly as time has moved along, more developments have moved to the area, more businesses into Pea Ridge, and so it's becoming a prime area because it's flat and buildable, which developers and home builders and the whole area just loves for that versus a lot of rock and a lot of mountains and a lot of this. So Pea Ridge, ripe for development because of the flat ground. Whoa, before we jump on to the next point, I have something brand new called Instant Home Updates. So maybe you're looking to move down to Northwest Arkansas and using things like Zillow.com, Realtor.com, or Redfin. Notifications, way too slow. Like you're missing homes left and right. That's why I made something called Instant Home Updates, and it sounds exactly what it is. It's literally Instant Home Updates. So enter your information below, name, square footage, bedrooms, bathrooms, where do you want to move to in Northwest Arkansas? Enter all that information below. I'll make sure you don't miss a single notification when it comes for homes for sale or for rent, all in Northwest Arkansas. Also, side note, every single Friday, I send an email out just kind of talking about all the cool things Northwest Arkansas. What's going on downtown Bentonville? What's going on in the Walton Arts Center? What's going on in the amphitheater? What new musicians are coming here? What new things are happening in downtown Fayetteville? What's going on First Thursdays? What's happening for... There's so much going on. It really is so much. Oh my gosh, there's so much going on. Anyways, there's so much going on. That's why I send an email out just kind of talking about all the cool things Northwest Arkansas. So enter your name, enter your email below. I'll make sure you get that email every single Friday. But side note, you will get a little fear of missing out, a little FOMO, so to speak. But I promise you will be the most informed person eventually when you make it down to Northwest Arkansas. And number 3 of reason why Pea Ridge is growing and also will be growing in the future. And this kind of dovetails off of number 2, which is flat ground. But on top of the flat ground, there are utilities and infrastructure are already in place around Pea Ridge. And that's kind of one of the selling points of the actual developments in the area, is because if it's a small town that doesn't really have the financial stability to grow with it, it doesn't have the water means or gas means or electric means, whatever the case is for utilities or infrastructure, it becomes a problem for developers because you can't really build. You can't have, all the whole thing. Whereas Pea Ridge is the opposite. It has, obviously the whole area is flush with water because of Beaver Lake and everything up there. So obviously water not an issue, electricity not an issue. We have all those different things set up in place in Pea Ridge, which makes it so alluring for developers and people who want to build custom homes out there because it's already there. So it's one of the perks of Pea Ridge is the fact that the utilities are there, infrastructure, and so it's ready for developers like developing there right now. And number 4, why Pea Ridge will be growing a lot in the next couple of years is because of a brand new high school that's been built in Pea Ridge. So that's one of the things that's interesting around Northwest Arkansas, around the area, is the fact that a lot of times they build schools, libraries, and things with anticipation of growth. And that goes back to the infrastructure thing around actual Pea Ridge itself, is that they kind of planned for this to happen. They put the infrastructure and they went well above beyond what was needed at the time to get ready for growth. And that's the same thing with the high school in Pea Ridge, is that it has a wild big high school there. And so again, Pea Ridge is expecting growth, is anticipating growth, and they built a bigger than larger high school than they needed with the anticipation this will happen. So definitely smart planning on the actual city planners, smart planning on the school planners, and obviously the PTA over there, getting ready for growth, and Pea Ridge is ready for growth. And so that's one of the big reasons why Pea Ridge is gonna be able to grow, because they have all those things in place. And number 5 of why Pea Ridge is ripe for growth is because already in this kind of a whole circle here, but there's already a lot of homes being built there already. Obviously, developers have been working this for a couple years in the making. They've been helping with the infrastructure, things like that. And there's already developments in there with very affordable homes. This is just the starting point. I'm sure it'll be growing a lot bigger because Pea Ridge actually has a lot of square miles of land to use when it comes to growing out the city. But that's cool is because developers have definitely helped the city get that infrastructure in place and be ready for all that. And developments have already started in the area itself. I've already sold quite a few homes in that area. And so it is interesting to see more developments happening. And it's cool because this has been in the making for at least 2 to 3 years already. It's kind of fun seeing the fruits of everything happening in Pea Ridge. All right, that's all I have for you guys today. Again, if you are thinking about coming down to Northwest Arkansas, download my 3-day itinerary link below. Maybe you're a venturer, maybe you're a sports person, maybe you're a foodie, maybe you're a sightseer, maybe you have kids, whatever it is. Whatever it is, there's a 3-day itinerary link down below for you. So go ahead and download it and use it when you get down here. Also, if you do come down here, I can give you the $10 tour so I can kind of show you around the whole area. Plus, we can check out some homes for sale or for rent and see how far your dollar will go in Northwest Arkansas compared to where you're coming from. All right, guys, let's see you next one.